Hi class, this is Dr. Shinneman and I just wanted to give you a quick overview of some other ways that you can connect with me if you are interested. A lot of your professors will have other accounts similar to this and you could look for them as well so you can stay connected and start learning things that are important to our field of library science. I do have a Twitter page and you could find me there with the name of Dr. Laura Shinneman, all one word. I know when I personally started using Twitter, I was just a follower. I followed people and just learned what kinds of things were important to people in my field. And then eventually I started getting brave enough to tweet out. And now you can see that I tweet kind of frequently, but not as often as some people. I also have a professional page of Scoop It, and this is what I use to feed out information to my Twitter page and to my Facebook page that's related to my work, where I work at Region 1. But Scoop It is a place that you can learn to start curating topics that are important to you. You tell it keywords that are words that you would normally look for, like on Google if you were trying to find an article or something to read. And every day it will send you an update of articles and you find the ones that you like and you press the word Scoop It. And it will build a page similar to this one for you. And then you can also use it, you can see it could be tweeted out, Google Plus. There's I think 30 or 40 different ways that it would shoot out information to people that you are connected with. Then I also have a LinkedIn page, and so if you happen to have a LinkedIn page and you are wanting to connect, you can find me by my first and last name, and probably you'd be able to say you were connected to me through Sam Houston State if you had yourself listed as a Sam Houston State student. So go ahead and look for those things if you're wanting to reach out and connect and start finding your other professors and other people that catch your attention as you begin doing your different research. Okay, as far as our class right now, as we look at the due dates that are coming up, you can see that our textbook assignment 1 and 2 are due on February 8th, which is not too far now, a couple of weeks out. So by now I hope that you are reading. If I look at this assignment, we can see that textbook assignment 1 has a list of picture books, and you had to read chapter 2 from your textbook. Those of you who bought the newer edition will need to make sure that this is the one that's talking about visual elements of art if you bought the newest edition. So you're looking through here, you're looking at the visual elements of art, you're going to count them up, and then you're going to go back and make sure that you use every one of those visual elements along with all of these titles. So maybe you find one visual element that you use on 2 different books. Maybe you have one title that you have used twice because it had 2 kinds of visual elements that jumped out to you. But by the time you're done, you're going to make sure that you've used every title here and every one of the visual elements and the evaluative criteria that are listed here in this book. Okay, now let me show you what that's going to look like. Back on one of those example blogs that I had given you earlier, when she has textbook assignment 1, when I click it to open it, it's actually for her. This one was a PowerPoint. And I can see, remember I did ask you to save it as a PDF. It's the safest way for nobody to steal your work. Make sure that whatever format you're using, a Word doc, a spreadsheet, if you do a PowerPoint or a Prezi, make sure you have your title of what this one is going to be evaluating. In this case it was visual elements. And then you'll have your book and you'll have the information there that is why you are saying that this book has that particular element. So she's saying that this title, It's a Book, is related to the visual element of shape. And then she explains her rationale for why she thinks that. Now there is no true right or wrong answer. Some of them it may be a little more obvious that something stands out as one thing or another, but there's nothing that I'm going to be able to say, or you don't need to fret over, oh my gosh, is this the one right thing? I'm looking to see, what do you see in the book? What are you able to pull out? You're using your judgment in this. Now once you're done with that book, in case you've checked them out from a public library or you borrowed them from someone, don't think you're done yet. Because if you remember, we're going to have these 50 assigned titles that we are using all across our assignments of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But then, as you have finished each one of those titles, they're all going to become part of this final submission of your blog. And here's what I mean. I'm back on this young lady's blog, So she's now finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 textbook assignments. And now by the end, you will have a summary list of all of those 50 titles. And here's what it looks like. So for her, she has a hyperlink here. It says, here are the reviews. Okay. And this is her long list of all the 50 titles, but I'm looking for in particular that one that we just looked at, the It's a Book. So she has what's required. She has the cover of the book. She has the information for how she got that cover. She's covering herself for copyright. She has the APA format for the title, and she has her own short summary, her review, and reviews are personal to you of what you're thinking about this book. Now she's not telling me the visual elements of this book. That was back in textbook assignment 1. This time it's literally a review, like you were a book critic. So if you've borrowed the books, make sure you've done the 2 things, that you've done the textbook assignment with it, and go ahead and do your review so that at the end you're not having to panic and figure out where you're going to get that book back again. Okay? So that was just a real quick overview of what we've got going on right now. So textbook assignment 1 and 2, you'll be doing that same thing for both of those. You'll follow the same directions where you're going to do the textbook assignment part, and that's going to be submitted on the blog in an easy for me to find format. And then you also on the side are keeping your notes or keeping a running log of your own personal critiques, your own personal reviews. Hope you have a great week, and be in touch soon.